Hi guys. Hi Citi Zēni. It's an honor to be here with you at Eurovisionhaus. 3 years after I interviewed you, I think I interviewed you last time after you won Supernova. So first of all, it's an honor to be with you. And how are you doing, by the way?
Wow, nice intro. Vice versa, it's an honor to be with you, Jorge. And how are we doing? Okay.
So it's been 3 years since the Eurovision community discovered you, and the band will, I think you'll make your 5th anniversary in March. Am I right?
Yeah.
So for those who are new to this or Eurovision scene, who are Citi Zēni?
Everything that you're missing in life. That's what that is all about. And it could be whatever.
Coming strong.
Okay, that's very philosophical, Yanis.
Pretty sure that we are a band. We come from Latvia. We are based in Riga, even though we come from different cities across the country. And the definition is that we do music stuff. Yes.
Okay. And Yanis, and who were the Citi Zēni in 2022 and who are Citi Zēni right now? Were there an evolution, or you still the same? You remain the same?
That was Citi Zēni Light, and this is Citi Zēni now extra.
Hardcore.
There are multiple reasons for that. I think, of course, we've grown and matured and yada yada, all those smart things that we could say, but we were also Citi Zēni Light because we were lighter, quite literally. Quite a few kilograms that have been gained, both in terms of experience and also in terms of just physical weight and fat. But ultimately, I don't think the whole thing, the whole shtick has changed per se. I think we're still the same guys. Maybe just trying to figure out what could it be next that we could experiment with musically. And the world is our oyster, and we are ready to play with it.
So let's start some games. It's a staple here at Eurovisionhaus. So let's start with this or that. I'll give you 2 options, and you'll have to choose one. And let's see if or that, yeah. And let's see if all of you are in agreement, because this could start a fight between you. Okay, first of all, disco or funk?
Funk.
Yeah. Okay. Singing or rapping?
Singing.
Rapping. Fucker.
Sing.
Okay.
Say it out there. Singing.
Rapping.
Okay. The lead man says rapping. What are you going to do right now? Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Okay.
Whoa.
50-50, yes.
50-50. Okay. Performing in a huge arena or in an intimate venue?
Intimate arena.
The best of both worlds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee, yeah.
I don't drink coffee. I take tea.
I drink tea.
It's been 8 days since I took my last coffee, I must tell you. So I'm here having some issues right now. Latvian countryside or Riga nightlife?
Countryside, I would say.
Countryside.
Yeah, countryside. Yep.
Because
Countryside.
you can make a nightlife in countryside, definitely.
Exactly. It's all about the company, right?
Okay. And the booze you have on the fridge?
That's
Yeah.
Or not? Yeah. Eurovision or world tour? The Eurovision stage, the Eurovision week, or a world tour?
In that sequence. Yes.
Eurovision, the Eurovision week, then European tour, then a world tour.
Exactly. Yeah,
Perfect.
sounds good.
Perfect.
Sounds wonderful.
Okay. Pineapple on pizza or I'm fucking out of my mind.
Yes.
The last one.
I think that we cannot mess up the people that we met in Italy, because they taught us that pineapple on pizza is wrong. However, if it floats, it floats.
No, I think the right answer is the when you're in Italy, no pineapple on pizza. When you're somewhere else, like enjoying like a American type of pizza or something like that else, then fine, we can
Yes.
go with it.
And if you're at home and you have absolutely nothing to eat except for pineapple and pizza,
just
no,
put
yeah,
it here.
just go.
Just call it sandwich.
Yes,
Right?
it's sandwich. Yeah,
A sandwich, yeah.
Yeah.
round sandwich. Yeah, if you
I
if you
eat-
put it over, then it's just a sandwich, isn't it?
And you can add apple, banana. What do you like?
Yeah.
Well, I'll try it tonight. Now that you speak, I'll try it tonight. Beach holiday or mountain adventure?
I would say beach.
Beach holiday.
Beach.
Beach holiday.
No, I'd say mountain adventure though.
No.
For
Beach
me.
holiday for me.
Beach
Beach holiday for me as well.
Acoustic set or full band energy?
Full band.
band.
Yeah.
Yanis is not is not
I'm here.
you're in.
Yeah.
Spontaneous jam session or a carefully planned rehearsal?
Ooh.
I would say rehearsal.
Depends how far the gig actually is.
Yeah.
And are your rehearsals so straight and well planned, or not as that?
Rehearsals. I mean, sometimes you just play around with whatever you have in your mind, and other times it's about really getting down to the point, to the nitty gritty of it, and then polishing it. So different times for different things.
Yes.
And TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
Instagram.
Shit, we're old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facebook. High five me. High five. Testing, high five.
MySpace, yeah.
MySpace, yeah. Mirk, ICQ. I don't know if you remember ICQ.
Oh yeah, instant chats thing.
Yeah,
That was a thing.
yeah.
LAN parties,
Yeah.
Counter Strike.
Skype.
Pizza or burgers?
Pizza.
Burgers.
Burgers.
Pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Sunset, yeah.
Yeah.
Sunrise is when we just go to bed, right?
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's sunset. You should get home.
Bad news, my friend.
Bad news, my
Sunset.
friend.
Yeah.
No, I think we're having this interview, and you asked the question, and then I just thought, when does the sun come up and when does it go down? I mean, right now in Latvia, there's a period when the sun is out for like 4 hours a day, maybe if you're really, really lucky. So you touched upon a very painful topic for all of Latvia.
Okay. Sorry. In Portugal, usually it's 8 hours of sun in the winter, so 8 to 10. On summer, we
should go to Portugal then.
yeah. In summer, we usually have sun since 6 a.m. till 10 p.m.
Summer.
Yeah, for us it's like
Close.
3 days in a year that is
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Maybe you should think to move to Portugal.
we genuinely have a celebration, like a whole Latvian celebration that just celebrates that fact that the day is the longest, and it's
Yeah.
not. I don't think it is from 6 a.m. until 10.
It is.
It is.
Around 6
Yeah,
a.m.
but
Yes.
it's genuinely for like 3 days of a week, and then
Yeah.
it starts getting shorter again.
Yeah. And last one, writing music at night or early in the morning. I don't know why I'm doing this question, but
At night.
at night.
Mm,
It doesn't really matter, does it? At least to me, it doesn't.
yeah.
Because
No.
in the nighttime, the songs that you write in the nighttime, like for example, when you're writing alone or with somebody after a few drinks, those are the ones that you really love when you're writing them. But
Yeah.
then you listen to them in the morning.
Yeah.
But
But sometimes
You- yeah, usually when does creativity and inspiration strikes you to write music?
whenever. But quite honestly, I think we've talked about this phenomena, and it's a weird phenomena that sometimes the best ideas strike you on the toilet, and I don't know
Yep.
why. Right? It's a thing.
Right.
Nobody knows why.
Right. I can confirm that. And it's toilet, my dears. It's toilet time. Okay. One question. RAMTAI. How can you explain us the name of your song?
So it's a very valid question, and I think I'm happy to start at least the response to that. RAMTAI is anything that you want it to be, and the reason behind it is initially when we started working on the song, the whole shtick was that there is a phrase in Latvian folklore in some folk songs which goes "RAMTAI RAMTAI radridrid," and then I think you started asking the question, but what does it really mean? Like, what's the meaning behind it? Because everybody knows what it is, but then again, there is no definition to it. Like, if you open up the vocabulary, or if you ask anybody around and ask them what exactly it is, it doesn't have a precise meaning, and that's what the song is about. It's about figuring out the thing that means something to you, and it can really be a lot of things, and that's why we've left it a little bit open-ended. And the fact that it doesn't have a dictionary meaning, I think that that's the coolest thing about it, that you find something in your language, in your culture, that everybody knows what it is, and everybody agrees that it's something great, and it's something unifying, and it's something that is meaningful. But then again, technically, it means nothing. It's sort of a secret, right? So it's instead of it being without a definition, I'd say that it's rather undefinable. And we thought that this phrase per se, in the context of a song and trying to figure it out in a new way, instead of doing kind of the traditional way how it would be put in a folk song, would be a very interesting view at what it means to us to be Latvian at the moment, especially right now when we kind of crave for a little bit of something that we can be unified around. So the cocky way of putting it, RAMTAI is something that we want to gift to all of Europe and to all of the world. But in reality, the fact is that it's just something that brings people together, and the fact that we cannot define what it exactly is makes it interesting for us, because it feels really genuine. It feels like something that no language in the world, including Latvian, has managed to find the words to describe it. And I had a discussion with myself a couple of weeks ago, and then I tried figuring out something that would sort of encapsulate what it means. And then I remembered the phrase from French, which is the je ne sais quoi factor, right?
Mhm.
And I think that's the Latvian version of je ne sais quoi. It's something really special that means nothing technically in its deeper sense. And I don't remember correctly, but I think we spoke about Mari's song as well from Eurovision from 2022 from Portugal, that
Mhm.
it
Mhm.
felt a similar vibe. I remember when talking to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Saudade song. And it's also inspired by something that has been there for a long time, and you try to find a new meaning to it. So what it means exactly is left unspecified, and that's done on purpose, because it gives us a blank canvas to try to figure out what is important to us. And I think we will illustrate that maybe in a very interesting way during the performance on the 1st of February and on the 8th. Yeah.
And also,
I hope so. Yeah.
What
Yes.
do
No,
you
no,
think
please.
like could be? What could be?
I was about to share that with you. When I listened to the song, I felt that RAMTAI was like a call to arms, but to seize the day, to seize the moment, to enjoy the moment with my family, my friends, to go out and dance
Yes.
Wow.
And
and
I
celebrate.
think it's a beautiful way of phrasing it, right? Because that's what it is. That's what the folk songs are. Because we asked ourselves a bunch of questions, really, because we had written the first demo of it, and only then started asking questions about it, what it is, why are we doing this, why is it important that we put this into a song, etc., etc. And what you said, right? Some of the key takeaways that we came to were traditional music or folklore. Initially, what it was meant for, it was to bring people together, right? While
Mhm.
you were working, you were singing. When you were having fun, you were singing and you were dancing and you were performing these songs at sort of celebrations and also in everyday life. And it was a place of comfort. So we tried writing the song as a vibe, really, and really
Mhm.
in the least cliched way possible, because it could have been in a made-up language, but still, this one phrase means something. So that's why we decided to do it in Latvian in the end, and kind of go with it until the end. That it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the lyrics mean in this case, which is really weird for me to say because I usually am very picky about what is textually there. But in this case, it's all about the way that it makes you feel. And if it makes you want to dance, perfect. If it makes you want to eat, great. Doesn't matter as long as it makes you feel something. And I really hope that all of us agree on the fact that that's what a song should make you do,
Yeah.
right? It should make you feel something. When you're listening to a ballad, the perfect response is that you reminisce about something. When you're listening to RAMTAI, fuck do I know what you're gonna feel, but it's gonna be a great thing.
Yeah, 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 and you are inspired to dance, mainly because of the beat. Why this musically solution you found? Why did you try out this new sonority for this song? Why this new upbeat
We
song?
did a lot
Why
of
this?
experimenting for these 3 years with a lot of new friends around the world and in Latvia and blah blah blah. And we actually this was the style how we felt that it should sound because we wanted to make it a bit more modern. I hope we did that, but at the same time it had to sound a little bit weird, and well, it just suited the topic.
Yeah, that's the
Let's
thing
say.
that within the last 3 years, I think our journey has been we've really made a full circle, haven't we? Because we started
Mhm.
out doing things really, really intuitively. This feels right,
Mhm,
so this is how it should be. Then we strayed a little bit, trying to write things that we thought this is how it should be, according to whatever theory or how other songs sound, etc., etc. And then the full circle has come back, and we learned a lot of things during these 5 years that we've been as a band, and especially during the 3 years after Eurovision. And now I think we have a stronger sense of what we're doing, but at the same time, we don't limit ourselves as to what Citi Zēni is, because I really don't enjoy when somebody tries to formalize what an artist can be. And I think this year especially has been very inspiring overall from other acts as well, that you can reinvent yourself, you can play around with music, and that's I think how it should be to some degree, if you don't want to become stale, right,
mhm.
and boring to yourself. And I think RAMTAI is, for us personally, maybe a part of that journey, and it feels intimate, but sort of in a good way, that we are growing up and we're trying to figure out what's next for us. We started out as a funk pop band, and now we're evolutioning into something. What exactly it is, I don't know, and I love it. I love
And
it.
you don't want to know. Yeah, yeah. One thing, why did you decide to return to Supernova this year? Why 2025?
Uh,
Well,
yeah, that's true. It's
uh,
the 69th Eurovision Song Contest, so that was
Mm.
definitely a factor. But
if not now, then when?
When?
yes, because 68 or 70 doesn't sound as good.
Not
But
the same.
again, I think everything happens in the moment when it should. And for us, it was important that we apply with something that we believe in. And that's the thing when you get more experience, isn't it? You
Yeah.
start questioning yourself. Is this really the best thing that I can do? Is this something genuine, beautiful, meaningful, etc., etc.? and you start overthinking it maybe to some extent. So 2025, I wouldn't put any significance as to the 3 years or whatever. It just feels right. And we are really working under the assumption that we should do this. Not because we are destined to go to Eurovision. I think the playing board, the kind of the game score has been set to 0 for us.
Mhm.
Because it's a new competition, it's new songs, it's a new year. But at the same time, it feels that we're doing something new for ourselves as well, even though we technically have been to Eurovision. And I really hope that people will notice that we are looking for something. And the question is anybody interested in the journey that we're going through right now? I mean, there are cliches, right? That guys, when they turn a certain age, have a crisis or whatever. I think we're having the band crisis at the moment, but then the best way
Mhm.
possible.
The 5-year crisis. I understand what you say. I'm about to turn 40, so I know all about middle-age crisis right now. What can you tell us? I know you can tell us very much, but what can you tell us that will happen on stage?
Magic, really.
Okay. Magic? What
Magic.
kind of magic?
The only 2 words that we've decided to unveil about the whole performance are car wash, because it means nothing, but it's sort of the working title that we have underneath the whole thing that we're doing. It's going to make a lot of sense come 1st February and the 8th of February, hopefully. But I think overall, also in developing this particular performance, it has been super fun because we've been working with a bunch of people that we have not had the chance to collaborate with before. And we've been really meticulous about what we're building and what every single thing that we're doing means. So it's definitely going to have layers to it. How
Like Shrek.
it's going to have layers to it. And I think about the performance, be ready for something a little bit different. I mean, we haven't lost ourselves, and we're still the same fun guys, and we're gonna take a little bit of a piss on about the whole thing. And I think it makes sense. We should be having fun, especially now that maybe fun is exactly what we need. But at the same time, I really like that in this turn of events, instead of going the way that we have a performance and then we try to figure out why did we do such a performance, we've been going at it the absolute other direction. What do we want to say? And only then figuring out what is the best way of us putting it forward. And especially when it comes to such a maybe interesting topic as to Latvian things, like we're definitely not a folklore band or something like that. We're not trying to be. I think the song doesn't sound that much towards the
Folky.
the folky. It's on purpose because that's how we feel as Latvians at the moment, that we have those roots, we have those traditions, we have the beautiful things that bring us together, but at the same time we hope that we are modern in what we do, in the way that we think, in the way that we perceive the world. So now saying it out loud, it sounds that we're taking a massive risk with what we're doing, but that's really on purpose because I think that for artists, and especially I think Eurovision really pointed that out to us, that what we do, we have to set ourselves to a higher standard with whatever we put forward. Not because we would be cocky or something like that, but rather because people are listening, and there are almost 200 million people listening to Eurovision, and almost all of Latvia is tuning into Supernova. So the message matters, and the why sometimes precedes the what. I think the song is great. I think the performance is going to be awesome, and I'm the most hyped about the fact that there's a lot of meaning behind what we're doing, both personally and also in terms to the song.
It's a pleasure to me to see that you are fully invested on the journey, as you say, not on the deadline, but on the journey. And that's wonderful to see for me, from my perspective. And thank you very much to inspire people, because what you just said, Yanis, it's inspirational. Many artists are on this just with the eyes on the prize. You're not. You are enjoying every bit of this journey and taking the most of it. So thank you very much for this message.
For example, this interview.
Thank you.
I think we all can agree that this
Yeah.
is wonderful. This we would never have the chance if we wouldn't do Eurovision, if we wouldn't
Mm.
have written the song. So thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you. Eurovision is a medium, so you have to take advantage of it and enjoy it the most.
Eurovision
the
is
most.
Eurovisionhaus. Eurovisionhaus is Jorge. So hello.
You know, my name in Portuguese, you don't say h, it's
Well, how do you say it?
Jorge. J.
Jorge.
Jorge.
Jigs.
It's not Jorge, like in
Okay.
Spanish.
Jorge.
Okay. Jorge.
Jorge. Nice.
Je. Yeah.
Nice. That would be Jonas.
Yeah, Janice. Like Janis Joplin.
Jonas, yeah, because my family calls me Jonas. It's a nickname. So
Yeah.
nice.
Oh. One last question. Is it your main goal to win Supernova this year? Are you in on this for the win? Not only for the journey, as you told us, Yanis, but for the win?
I think we're taking it very seriously. And before you asked in one of the questions, what does RAMTAI mean and what does it mean to us? I think to us it means everything in a healthy and an unhealthy way at the same time. Because we're not doing it just to sing a song on a stage. We are obviously we're looking at it very seriously, and we're taking it every single step of it as a beautiful journey that we're going through. And at the same time, we would love to win. However, I'm pretty sure that this year is going to be a lot of competition and nothing is granted. And we are also very aware of that. So that's why I'm saying healthy and unhealthy at the same time. Because the healthy thing about it is that
Oh my
we
god.
are taking it very seriously. The unhealthy thing is that
We're taking it very seriously.
we are. So
Yeah.
if it's not going to pan out and if we're not going to go, obviously we're going to be beaten down. And but that's how it should be. It should be very important if you're doing it. And I think it was very important for us in 2022 in more
Yeah.
ways than we could have defined back then. And I think it is just as, if not even more important to us right now, because I think it's super fun to kind of walk around life and just step into something really cool and kind of fall into the pit of Eurovision and then figure it out as you go. But now it's absolutely different because now we know what we're signing up for, the peaks and also the valleys. Because let's be honest, the Eurovision is not an easy journey. I think we experienced that firsthand. And even though we know all the challenging things about it, we still want to do it because it's beautiful. And so the short answer, yes, we want to win. Yes, we will be very sad if it doesn't pan out that way, but at the same time, may the best song win because in the end of the day, it's something that is very important to us as a nation, not just to us as a band. For the time being, until as a minimum the 8th of February, we are representing only Citi Zēni. The big thing happens afterwards, and if it's going to be meant that Latvians are going to give us the little stick to run with and tell us, hey, this is what we want to send to Eurovision, then even more so. And I think that I think we're always speaking about this, that the least favorite acts that we're having are the ones that are going, I wrote this in 5 minutes, I really didn't take this too seriously, etc., etc. Because there's nothing to shy away from the fact that you are investing yourself in something. And if you cannot appreciate the wonderful thing that Eurovision is, then try to. I wouldn't want to discourage anybody, but I think that once you had a taste of it, it's sort of like a drug.
Yeah.
That you can really get hooked into it. And I think that we've been watching Eurovision for the last 3 years in a very different way, haven't we?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we understood finally what it's about being an artist in it all. And now having 3 years being a fan of it. So these last 3 years have been the weirdest because if before we were fans, and then we were artists for 1 year, and then for 3 years we've been kind of
Experts.
artist fans or whatever, experts or whatever you would call it. And
Eurovision professionals.
Yeah.
I think you can call it that.
yeah, you said it. And I think let's see where all of this takes us. And I'm really hyped as to where is it going at the moment. And let's hope for the best possible outcome.
Okay, let's hope for the best. And if you win Supernova, can you promise us that you, in Switzerland, will cover again each artist's songs this year?
Oh yes,
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
definitely. Definitely. I think that was one of the first
It's
things
gonna
that
be
we
May. Singing.
because last time around we did that. We really
Yeah.
did cover all of the songs, and
Yeah.
that was really fun.
Yeah,
That
that was
was
very
really
fun.
really fun.
Fun part wasn't that we decided that we will cover all the songs 2 days before we filmed them. So, so we learned all the songs in 2 days. Now we could start
I think we
earlier.
can still sing most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that that's really a testament as to how cool the whole contest and how cool the songs are.
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter where they place in the semis or the finals, they're all great songs, and that's what it's all about.
And it was your Eurovision love letter, and maybe you can do this again this year. I have one last question. You have been doing several interviews, I know. I will close this interview with the same question I did you 3 years ago. What was the question in all interviews in these 5 years that no one made you and should have made? No one asked you this question and should have asked.
Oh, that's a good one.
His question right here.
This is definitely up there, but I think what people should have asked us is,
Who are you?
no, I
Who
think
do
that
you think you are?
we spoke about a lot of things, both deeper and more meaningful, and then more fun and sort of on the surface. But I don't think anybody ever asked Tuoms how many pairs of pants does he own, because I think it's 2 ever since Eurovision. I think he's 3. In 3 years, he's gone through 3 pairs of pants.
All of
One per year.
Depends on one Supernova show. So.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time. It was wonderful. And thank you, Fábio, and thank you, Eurovisionhaus, for having me here today. It's been an honor, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
next year.